Right, so I'm Nonso, I'm a dancer.
I'm Zin, I'm a dancer.
So I would say I've been dancing for most of my life, but I started taking it seriously and like training in like the start of 2019, and that's when I started training hip hop and like other styles properly.
I've been dancing all my life still, but I started doing it professionally like 3 years ago. I started battling like 2 years ago still, and yeah. Obviously I've been doing it all my life. I've been copying Michael Jackson, you feel me, since birth. But it's one of them ones where I took it seriously because I just loved it and it's like become a passion for me, so I took it too far, innit?
Yeah, that's the one I noticed as well. Like a lot of kids at our age start off on Michael Jackson. Like a lot of people start off on that, and then that always leads into hip hop in some way because he's one of the icons when it comes to that style. For real.
Have you got any other inspirations?
Chris Brown,
Jason Derulo.
Yeah.
If I know
Just
about
like-
Jason Derulo, man, know about Jason Derulo, innit?
because you see their music videos and the styles that they're doing, like it is like hip hop. It's early forms of it. You know?
Obviously, I got different inspirations now in it compared to how I was young in it. So my biggest inspiration now is Savage, and Savage. If you're watching this, fam, you know why, fam. This guy is just deeper, fam. Deeper with the music, deeper with the knowledge, fam. Shout out to Savage in it.
Explain a bit more though, just for the people.
Obviously, I don't want to know too much about Savage in it because it's my interview. You get me? So, Savage, you stay at yard on your sofa. You get me? But now I got there. Obviously, inspirations are what got me into dance professionally. You feel me? Because seeing them on bigger stages and seeing them in bigger, like just in generally like battling against each other, it's nice to see because like from when I was young I used to do boxing, you feel me, and being one-on-one in the ring compared to being one-on-one in battles, same thing, different mindset, just different sport, to be honest. And I class dance as a sport because obviously like Albert Einstein said, dancers are the athletes of God, you feel me, so obviously I just look at it different, you feel me.
Yo.
I like that still.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the styles that we do. Yeah, it's hip hop, and then obviously we do light feet, which is a newer style that
From the Bronx,
it's from
New York,
New York.
based
Yeah.
in America.
In America, yeah. So but hip hop is more like a whole culture as well. So there's a lot of styles that were within hip hop culture, because people forget that and just class it as just one style. Hip hop is one thing, but hip hop is like loads of things. Hip hop's the way you dress. Hip hop's like graffiti art. You get me?
Hip hop is everything. You
It's
feel me?
everything.
Like, I wouldn't even say I do a dance style. I just dance. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you go to a battle and there's different categories: hip hop, popping, everything. But it all classes one thing, and it's all a dance event. At the end of the day, you feel
That's
me?
true.
So the way you dance is just how you are and what your character is. You feel me? How you go around things. You feel me? But I would class myself as a hip hop dancer because I feel like my foundation based off dance is hip hop. You feel me? It's more up standing right. But we do practice other styles like light feet. We do breaking. We do popping. We do everything. You feel me? It's good to train in everything. So I wouldn't even class me down to one style. I class it to everything.
Yeah, it allows you to be more versatile when you have influences from different styles. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in one place, and
That's why I'm inspired by Savage. But Savage is breaking. And
he's
I'm a hip hop dancer. You feel me?
He's a different,
So, You're Savage. Stop getting gas in it.
For real.
So, would you say you have a variety of dancing styles in your group as a whole?
Yeah.
Yeah, within our group, definitely.
Main
we've got,
styles.
yeah, we've got people with different strengths in it, so we don't all have the same strength. So Zin's strengths is battling in hip hop, and then obviously he's got a lot more breaking stuff like content now, and then he's working on that stuff now. Me, I've gravitated towards more hip hop, but I'm working on my Afro beat now. So like, because that's a part of me. Like I'm Nigerian and Jamaican, so I've got to have like my heritage in with what I'm doing now. You get me?
Obviously, it just comes to how you were raised up in it. You get me? And what childhood you're from. I was raised up in a hip hop / grime household, so it just comes off how you dance in it. You feel me? But we got shout out to Ruben, shout out to Jaheem, because that's the two other members in our group, and Jaheem does light feet, very strong in light feet. He's very up character. Shout out to Ruben because Ruben's part of the team and he's hip hop as well, very strong in hip hop. So everyone's got different styles, but different mentalities when it comes to it. But it all collides with our energy.
Yeah, we got a new member coming in called Shams as well. He's picking up literally just everything from us, so which is good. Yeah.
Alright, so this story is funny because the way we started off is not the way we wanted to start off.
Yeah.
So it's one of them ones where obviously shout out to Brum's Dynasty. We was part of Brum's Dynasty first, and that was a team that we got put into by some guy called So Crisis Creafinity. You feel me? Shout out to him. And then basically we formed a team out of Brum's Dynasty called BDK, and BDK stands for Break the Code, but it used to stand for
Brum's Dynasty Nights.
Brum's Dynasty Nights. So, but we had a falling out with Brum's Dynasty, so we just not even falling out. We just wanted to become separate.
Yeah, we wanted to be separated.
So when we become separate now, we decided to call ourselves Break the Code, which shout out to AJ the Cypher Cat. He came up with the name, and decided to come Break the Code.
What code do you want to break?
Any code, man.
Yeah, so like
the code to the universe.
Exactly. Break the code can be taken in so many different ways. Like break the code is like, when you realize something, you've broken it down and you've realized the code, or you're literally breaking something that's already formed. It's like, you know how like there's all these like rules and stuff like that kind of restrict creativity sometimes. Sometimes you just want to break that, and that's what our kind of goal is. We want to break like certain boundaries. We want to
certain measures, certain
give me some examples.
Well, first example, obviously, Isaac thinks decompressor us with the questions.
I've got one.
Unlocking it.
Yeah, so basically, there's not many Birmingham crews that are doing well and that are noticed out there in the scene. We want to break that. We want to break that boundary. There's other teams that want to do it as well. Like.
We want to break the code of staying together, basically, because at the moment in Birmingham, not everyone is comes together. We want to break the code of being like, look, we're here, we're rapping, we're from Bro. We want to break that code of we have to separate one day. You feel me?
Exactly.
Even if we're not dancing, we're still bedrooms.
Exactly.
If we're not bedrooms, we're still acquaintances, fam.
Exactly.
You get me? It still stays the same, fam. Family's family, fam.
And Birmingham just gets dissed all the time, and like we're breaking
break that code.
We're breaking that code.
Are you physically dancing?
You take that.
Alright, you want me to take that? So basically,
I've talked too much now.
with expression, it's everything that you're feeling, you're just putting it out through movement, or like you're interpreting a song and you're literally singing the song with your body. Like that's how we do it now. Like at the start, we were just dancing for dance sake, but when you really listen to music, like if music wasn't a thing, there wouldn't be any dancers. Honestly, like it's mainly music. We're expressing how we feel. Like with music, and sometimes you can dance without music and just do it, but then also there's still sounds within silence. You get me? So isn't that still music in a way? Like you get me?
You could dance to air, blood. You get me? It's just one of them ones where, and my expression is shout out to Ice. He taught me this. When you dance to a song, you want to dance like everything you're doing is a lyric, so that you want to tell your story through a rap or a song through lyrics. So shout out to Diamond outside. You feel me? Obviously, you want to break down the lyrics of your body and your expressions to show what you want to show in the song. For example, if I wanted to say in a song that I hate life, man would do that through body and structure. You feel me?
Yeah.
Dance is life, you know. Dance is life because without dance, I don't know how man will cope, you know. Cause it took me through some dark times, and it shout out to my mom, R.I.P. mom. You feel me? It took me through some dark times, and took me through some different things. Like there used to be days where I just didn't know what to do, so I just put on some music and started dancing. You feel me? Crazy stuff. It's not always about the dance. You have to progress. Sometimes you can use it as a de-stressor. You can use it as a thing to just take your mind off stuff. You feel me? You can just use it as a I don't know, like a secret weapon. You feel me? Like everyone has like all these. It's the same way you can use your phone as a de-stressor. You can call people, you can use other people,
like therapy.
or you can therapy. That's the word that's coming to my head, isn't it? You can just use it as to take you away from that stuff, but also it dancing also attracts you to good energies around you and good people.
It's true.
Because it's not always like you have to see the bad side. You can always be around good people and have good energies and just feel fun. You feel me? That's what we live for. We live for the fun. We live for the energy. We live for the good things of dance. You feel me? So yeah, dance is life to us basically.
Yeah.
In a whole.
For me, I would say it's my first love. Like it's the first thing that I really like gravitated towards. I'm like, this is my thing. I found it finally. You get me? Not a lot of people get that, and like,
true,
I would just sometimes I sit down and I'm like, I'm so glad I found this. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd be like without it. I'm not gonna lie. And there's things that are gonna have to outweigh that at some point. Like, I don't know. I reckon I compare a lot of things to my love to dance, because if it's not on this same level, then I don't put as much energy into it. I'm not gonna lie. I would say filmmaking is probably the only thing that's really got to that. You know what I mean? For me, like I swear that if I find something else that reaches that level, I'll be so happy in my life, because like it's just an amazing thing to feel when you like accomplish something and create something. You get me? Like it's one of the greatest feelings. That's all I want to do for the rest of my life now, is just create stuff.
What kind of music do you dance to? How are you different to other dancers?
Well, man, we get
So quickly introduce yourself.
My name is Jaheem. I'm a creative professional in training, and the styles of dances that I do is light feet, hip hop, and a little bit of crump, but just start learning it.
I rate it.
I'll start. So in training in hip hop, it makes you very versatile, because you can find like the beat and rhythm in anything. Like that's just the amazing part of it, because now if I hear like a classical track, but then I can break it down, I could probably like groove to it in some way. Like I could do a little something on it, you get me? Like, so that's the thing. We can do any genre now. Like it's got to that point. But like personally, I love the classic hip hop vibes. And then also like the new stuff that's out now, like, you know, like you got like Lil Durk and Drake. I love like some Drake, but also when it comes to us training within ourselves, we listen to beats more, like hip hop beats that people make. Like there's a whole scene on SoundCloud of people that just produce beats just for dancers. Like not even for people to rap on, just for dancers, and he collects those.
That's mad. Go on.
Obviously, music, music, it comes down to how you were brought up, what you like, what you were listening to from a young age and what to listen to now, you feel me? So it just comes down to like, when you listen to music, it's like what your taste shows to it. Like I was thinking this morning when I woke up, like, how do I know that I'm not listening to the same track as Lonzo? Because I'm not in his body, I can't listen to what he's listening to, so how do we know if we're listening to the same song? So it just comes down to like what you like in general and what you want to listen to. Like I listen to a lot of grime, a lot of rap, a lot of beats, you feel me? A lot of, like, I was brought up on hip hop, I was brought up on grime, so it's already in my head already, you feel me? So if I listen to a song, I already know it. Like these men know me for knowing every song from, and I know that every song because I was brought up on it, you feel me? It's just how I listen to stuff. Like if I know the song, I know the song. And obviously, I listen to everything, but mainly I listen to a lot of grime, a lot of hip hop, and a lot of beats still.
Me, I grew up on a lot of the Caribbean like side, so a lot of like soca. My mom's a very like soca person, very old soca.
Same, you know.
Like very old Caribbean music.
Yeah.
And then like from then on, I started drifting into soul, like a lot of soul. So I like a lot of singing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't too into dancing, but I knew how to move.
You're a musician as well,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And with that, it got me into like
Natural,
instruments and like guitars and stuff. And then I moved like into like the dance scene because like it just looks sick. Like all these men, the way how they move their bodies and stuff. I'm like, yo, like how are you able to like just groove on the beat like that? And they told me like it's just from a natural feeling. So like the way you dance is just off your feeling. Like if you move your head, fam, head bopping,
Make a beat.
like
Natural.
like people don't like accept that feeling. It's all about surrendering to that feeling, fam. So that's how I got into it, fam. That's me, fam.
But Olia, say some of your favorite artists and that.
Favorite artist? Me, it's gotta be Drake. Like that's.
He's the overall GOAT though. That's the thing.
Okay.
Someone like obviously it's hard to.
Everyone in Brum rates Drake in it. I can't lie.
Everyone does.
But let me say
Drake's the GOAT.
someone I listen to now, Brent Fires.
Oh, he's hard.
R&B, yeah.
Hard.
R&B recently, especially because like I've realized it's a totally new dimension. It's like
he's rather bringing that new school era to now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, he's bringing that old school.
He's got old school vibes to the new, because like you hear his beats and it reminds you of something like Timbaland would produce, like like some shit like that. It's like you know what I mean? Like if I hear that, I'm going crazy, and then he's singing over it as well. Like R&B is a totally different. It makes you feel a lot more, I would say, or no, like feel different type of emotions than hip hop. Hip hop is like a lot of fun and or like sometimes some anger in it. But then R&B is like just smooth and like relaxing.
Yeah.
You get me? So yeah.
Chill wave vibes.
Right now, well, since young, obviously, I've been listening to Chip a lot. You feel me? And not because there's a whole hype about Chip and Stormzy dead that. You feel me? From young, this guy's lyrics are just too much. You feel me? If you really understand his lyricism and how he can just go on any beat with his own flow.
From younger,
like, how do you know? Yeah, how what other rap artists, grime artists, that could do grime on pop and grime on grime, fam? How are you mad? Like how? Like who else do you know that does that? You feel me? No one else does that, fam. Yo, this guy he's different, fam. You feel me? This guy. Like Chip, if you're watching this now, but if you're watching this now, put me on, fam. Put me on,
real,
fam. I've listened to these from young. You feel me? It's even come to a point where man's doing songs with Chris Brown and Meek Mill. Name me another grime artist that's doing a song with Meek Mill and Chris Brown. You know me? That man. This guy is
These vibes.
That's facts, you know, straight up. But I have to say, I have to go back to the OGs because my mum was an OG guy. I have to be Biggie, fam.
Biggie.
You're mad. You're mad. That's what got me, fam. Like that.
You know about Biggie, fam.
Exactly. All his headbutts out. Are you mad? That's where I got my feeling from, because I just got that natural like rock. I feel it in my back as well.
I hear that.
And I'll be walking and I'm just like,
Oh no, if we're talking about olds, for me it's reggae. So you got like Bob Marley, the Wailers. You got like Chronics now, but like Taurus Riley, like all of them people there, they gave me the feel of just you know what I mean? I could take music from young and just go with it. Obviously Michael Jackson, innit?
If you want to talk about OG, look how I mentioned Tupac, fam. Not only because of his music, because of his knowledge,
exactly, his mentality.
This guy,
different,
he will. If you watch one of his videos, it's just like, how do you know so much from so little? You feel me? Like this guy has such a little life here, but imagine if he was alive right now. You know what knowledge we'll know from him, fam?
Bro,
just from his tracks, fam, and just from him speaking. Different, fam. You know what I mean?
The universe had to take him, fam.
Yo, it's something. Listen, everything happens for a reason.
You
feel me?
You're right.
There's a reason why he's not here. Otherwise, if the world would have been too powerful.
The world would have ignored him. I would have said probably like on this thing like
shut him out, bro. You get me?
For real.
Like artists, I love like artists who like put messages out there for like people like us, like they're telling you like do what you want, make sure what you're doing is for yourself, like don't look for validation. I'm like
X was doing the same thing.
Exactly. X Juice WRLD, all of them people.
I've learned from Tupac that never have a plan B, always have a plan A, and never ever have a plan B, because then you're just losing the fact that you're still on to plan A. You feel me? If I want to say I want to be a dancer from young, I want to be a dancer for my whole life, you feel me? I'm never going to be like, you know what, I want to be a dancer, but I also want to be an engineer, so I'm going to put more effort into the engineer than the dancer. No, I love this. I did this for a reason, you feel me? There's a reason why I put so much time and effort into it, because it makes me feel happy, you feel me? I'm not going to go do some next flipping plumbing job, for some next woman, that's not even going to pay me the right thing, you feel me? And then imagine this. How much time and effort we put into dance, Imagine if we got paid for it, fam. We'll be millionaires. But if you really think about it, you're getting paid about £6, £7 an hour, for something that's not even worth your time. You feel me?
It's true.
Blood. Chip said, I'm gonna go back to Chip. Chip said, you wake up, you pay bills, and you die, fam. What?
No, but he's right.
He's right.
You wake up, you pay bills, and you die, bro.
But think about it. A lot of people even doing their careers now are not even doing it because they love it.
It's not
they're doing it because they're forced
It's not their
to,
purpose.
bro.
Exactly.
It's not their.
What are you doing,
It's not their
fam?
purpose.
What are
because
you doing?
It's something that I read in a book. Yeah, it was like you need to know the difference between a career and your purpose. Because after that career is done and you're retired, what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
What are you actually gonna do? Cause you're gonna just be sat down and like, I wasted all that time because like I don't know what to do. But if you have a purpose from young, then once you get to that retired thing, you're still doing things towards the purpose. Like, you know what I mean? You're putting youngers onto what you were doing, or you're doing this and you're helping out people there, you know what I mean?
That's why at the start when I said here's my inspiration, I said Savage, because at the moment now he did his thing, you feel me, and he's carrying on and he's passing that knowledge to me, you feel me. That's why I'm grateful for the people that are around me, because people like Savage fam are the people that have gone through the whole dance thing and like, you know what, I need to put more man onto this to realise what their purpose is in life, you feel me. So shout out to Savage once again, you feel me, because you've shown me a lot of ways and you've shown me a lot of knowledge just for being around you feel me, and I'm grateful for that fam, yo. It's mad fam, because my mom even said, yo, never ever stop this dancing thing, because it's what you want to do. It's not because what your brother wants you to do or your sister. It's because what you want to do. You feel me? But the only thing that's dividing us from being the best in the world is money. You feel me? If we were millionaires and doing this dancing, you know what people would watch us? Everyone, fam, because they're like, oh my god, they're rich. You feel me? I want to pick up the point of why is there so much movies about dancers being broke and no one actually helping us? You feel me? Like, what? Man are making step up street dance, all these things about dancers needing money, dancers gonna go do these big competitions to get all these big P's. Why are you not helping us, Don? You feel me? Help us out, Don. We want some jobs.
We don't even want their help. We'll do it ourselves.
Exactly. I'm not even trying to like. Step Up was sick at the time.
At the time,
when you watch it when you're older and you're thinking, bro,
they don't know nothing about
we're still in that same place, and look how long them films were made. Look how long ago those films were made, and we're still in the same place. Like, we would think by now there would be things for us to get into so we can actually project ourselves in hip hop. But there's nothing for us. Like, we have to do stuff ourselves. Like,
however, they are trying though.
Yeah, obviously
the Olympics. Let's move on to the title of the Olympics. Obviously, it's a sick thing. You feel me? I understand what they're doing. Breaking is a big thing to do. Like, yo, if you can do 6 air flares, I don't want to have no one complaining about anything to do with the Olympics. You feel me? Cause you got things like flipping. What's in the Olympics that's just dumb? There's some dumb stuff in the Olympics, like gymnastics,
pigeon shooting.
It's not dumb. Gymnastics is not dumb.
No.
But everything that gymnastics do, breakers can do way more better. And I can say that for the fact, if you put a line of gymnasts versus breakers, those gymnasts are gonna go home.
They are very. The thing is, they are very similar. Yeah. They're very similar.
No,
so I can't get why
it's different. It's different.
Yeah, but people like dissing breaking.
You shouldn't be dissing breaking because people have used breaking moves in the Olympics.
Exactly, fam. Are you mad? What are you doing?
So we don't. That's why breaking's in it now. But like, I just want them to do the scene justice, obviously, because they've got other things that have like underground scenes in there now. They've got skating in there. Skating is a big scene. They've got surfing.
So what do you think about the dance scene in Birmingham?
It's iffy in it. It's 50-50 in it. Like certain problems certain problems make certain things occur. Some people don't want to be here, some people want to be here, some people want to learn, some people don't want to learn. Like, it just comes down to, like, I see it just comes down to a lot in it, so allow me. But obviously, with the Birmingham scene, a lot of people, there was one saying that someone taught me in it: the dance will either make you or the dance will either break you. And a lot of people have been broken when it comes to not finding the money out of dance, you feel me, and losing interest because of that. And I think it's unfair for those people, because there's a lot of talent, you feel me, in Birmingham, a lot of talent, and a lot of hidden things that people just don't know about themselves, you feel me.
A lot of talent that needs to be nurtured as well, because look how he's the youngest. He's 17, innit? But there's guys younger than him that want to come into it, but there's no major corporations or like places to go with safeguarding to really back them and like really nurture the talent properly. You know what I mean? Like
it's only sometimes we get studios. You feel me?
exactly.
Like shout out to Shin, because recently it's been cold, so we've been going to Shin studio. You feel me? But we didn't have that before. Like we didn't have a thing of like we've had a certain place that everyone can just go to for dance. It's because sometimes you can't pay for studios because we ain't even got no money for food. You feel me? Like, and it sounds depressing. I'm not even trying to make this interview depressing or anything, but sometimes man don't even have money to eat before training because man are trying to get there as fast as we can, this and that, you feel me? And we don't have money for outside food. We've got to wait until we go back to the yard so we can get food, you feel me?
Exactly.
Like you get texts from your mom and your dad saying, yeah, there's food on the table, this and that, and you're like, oh, I gotta go training. I remember back in the day, blood, man, I had to take packed lunch to training because I was getting late every single time. So shout out to my mom because you got me through so much times of just having to be prepared, you feel me? But now that I have a mum, fam, it's all down to me, you feel me? And it's sad, fam, because I want to go to a studio all the time, you feel me? I want to be able to be inside and not have to be outside in the cold. Like yesterday, bro, it was snowing. You get me? It was snowing.
We
Yeah,
were outside training.
Me and Nonso was in town training, you feel me? At the bridge, fam. You get me? In the cold. You feel me? You feel me?
Like so if there was more backing behind it, I reckon there's only a few companies that we see out there doing stuff, like properly doing stuff in Birmingham, and there's just not enough, I would say. Like that's why we're trying to do the most, like to try and get the name out there, just so people from other places can take a look and be like, oh, okay, yeah, we can do a thing here, like, you know what I mean? Like even like if it's like just clothes brands and things like that, just like small sponsors here and there, like help in it. That's why we're doing so much stuff on social media now.
We're not begging. All I'm saying
we're offering stuff.
We're giving you 50%, so give us 50% back in it. Everything needs to have a balance, fam. Everything is duality, you feel me? If there's bad, there's supposed to be good. If there's good, there's supposed to be bad. So if we're trying to give you 50%, give us 50% back, fam. Cause a lot of rappers out there, fam, are trying to make us do dance videos, but don't understand how long it takes for us to realize what we're doing, you feel me? And understand that how long it takes us to get so good at dance. And you don't want to pay us, fam. Dead that, bro. You man is fix up, fam. Big man thing, you man are getting paid off these videos, fam, so much, yeah. And you're trying to tell me do it for free. Guys, let me speak on this. And then, bro, man are on about, oh yeah, you get all this exposure, you get all this exposure, you get your name on a
exposure ain't gonna pay bills, bro.
Your exposure ain't gonna pay my bills at home, you feel me? Your exposure ain't gonna bring my mom back. So what?
Respect the dance.
Respect us, fam. If we're coming to your shoot, yeah, and we're doing some big things, yeah, and we're doing all these flipping flips, we're doing all these tricks and this and that, and you have the audacity to say, oh yeah, we're not gonna pay you, because it's just more about you getting on the bigger page, YouTube.
This will be good.
This will be good for the city. It's good for Birmingham.
You like get on my nerves, fam. Because you're not much rappers, fam. Ask me that.
They're destroying the scene.
I'll punch you in your face if you ask me that again.
We're just like, at the end of the day, we're providing a service when it comes to those kind of things. When it comes to music videos. When it comes, we're providing a service.
And then all these rappers are like, oh, you man are hard, fam. You man are sick, fam. But you don't understand how much hours we have to put into the work to understand. You don't know how much hours we put into the craft to understand how we are doing this today, bro. You get me? When you know, how much time it takes to be this sick. Then talk to me, blood. Because at the moment, fam, you man are getting on my nerves, fam. Because we're giving you so much stuff and you're like not giving us anything back, fam. You get me? The most I'm being paid, fam, is flipping £100, fam. You get me? That's it. You get me? And that was one time. After that, it was £20. The man asking me to do it for free or not buy me food. Dead that, bro. You get me? I want money on the table, bro. Cause I put time and effort into my craft, fam. If you put time and effort into your craft, wouldn't you want to be paid?
Exactly.
Like,
it's the same.
Repeat that again, bro. Repeat that one more time.
If you want to put time and effort into your craft, wouldn't you want to get paid?
Exactly.
You get me?
Same goes for videographers. Everything. Same goes for every freelance like industry. You get me? Actors as well, like.
Bro.
every creative
Go
industry.
on.
Not every actor gets put on screen, bro. That's what you gotta understand. Other day I was watching Netflix, yeah. Tell me how I've seen the same actor in about 6 same movies, bro. You get me? And this man like us, yeah. I'm doing acting as well, performing arts, fam. This guy is a god at acting, bro. And they don't want to put us in the big screen.
There's not enough, like, I feel like when it comes
fam.
to the like creative side, like creative industry in Brum, like a lot of people are also put down by other people. A lot of people are saying that, like, yo, where's that gonna take you? Like, are you gonna make this? Are you gonna make that? Like, you know, you gotta think about this. I'm like, okay, I hear that, but you gotta understand the passion though. If my man's passionate about it, I'm telling you, he's gonna make it, bro. You feel me? If you put your work into it, you're gonna make it. A lot of people are putting down the industry. You even got in politics talking about taking out the arts. If you're taking out the arts, bud, stop watching Netflix. Turn off your TV. Don't go on TikTok.
Because there'll be no entertainment.
Turn off your phone.
There will be no entertainment.
All of that. Turn it off.
Get a
You don't
9 to
need
5,
it,
fam. Yo.
You don't need it, fam. When people diss the arts, it makes me mad. The arts is what created this place, blood. You're mad.
Bro, you gotta think about
Architecture, fam. What is that? You're building your house, fam.
Yo, I'm gonna say something, yeah. If you're trying to get out of arts, fam, tell your house, yeah, to be full white, fam. That's it. No furniture, no nothing. Car without furniture, without man having patterns, man without artists drawing on a canvas, fam. You ain't had nothing in colourful in your yard, fam. All these man, you're paying about millions and millions of pounds for this stuff, yeah, to be in your yard. Don't ever ask the man to hold you again, because them are the reason why your house looks nice, fam. You get me? You gotta understand that arts is everything. That art and everything is arts, bro.
People use arts to promote their stuff. What do you think advertisement is, bud?
Advertisement is
when people go like, washing machine, the song, the cow gone. What is that, fam? What is that? That's art, blood.
Music, that's film, that's everything, that's acting. Yo,
for me. Bro, you need to get, you know when you want to say, yeah, you know when to say, I brought this new expensive TV, I brought this new MacBook, yeah, I brought this. What do you watch on that TV? What do you watch on that MacBook, fam? What do you do on that, fam? You get me? You gotta understand
these
that.
shoes that I bought from designer, like, what are they? Designer. They were designed, my guy, by an artist. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Bro, when all these men wearing expensive suits, I've got a Gucci suit on, I've got a Louis Vuitton on. Who designed that, bro?
It was artists.
Who designed that, bro?
People's creative imagination.
Who designed that, fam? You gotta understand that, fam.
Just getting back to that, like they want to put money into the things that are beneficial for them. They don't want to put money into the things that will help us. You know, especially the youth. There's no youth clubs like that.
No.
There's one in North Birmingham, and that's it. And that's Lighthouse, and that's like the only one for aid. Like for miles, I don't know any other. Like, and that's why there's so much problems there, because that's the only one. So it's always full. You get me? Like it's peak.
The thing is, you know what ruins our craft though? People that make a mockery of it. And I'm not saying mockery of dance, but I'm saying mockery of themselves. For example, for the people that are in rapping and you're rapping about all these stabbings, killings and that, you're going to make the people that are watching that, understand that that's what we do as a whole. That's what everyone does. No, because you man are putting a bad name on us, man. Because at the end of the day, when we're walking around in the same garms and the same clothes of you, man, everyone's going to put us in the same stereotype as you. You feel me? If you're rapping about killing someone and this and that, and everyone is promoting it, this and that, putting their stories. Yeah, instead of promoting us like that, I was doing something good in life, good for something positive, you feel me, for everyone to see, but don't wanna.
You man, carry on.
Oh man, so yeah,
acting,
yeah.
It's hard, bro.
I started out doing acting from
What
like.
if you act? You act as well, not so.
Nah.
But you can though. Everyone can
actually hard. I mean, like it's hard to do it. Like
it's difficult. I've heard from him. It's his first time. It's difficult. Like
Yeah. I started out acting when I was like 13 in like London, like doing like Shakespeare stuff, and then I came down here in Brum, and like I did performing arts in sixth form in Water Studios. Shout out to them, really good.
Shout out to me.
He goes there as well.
But we goes there.
as well.
We're all connected. Like it's mad.
With that, like I was doing contemporary as well, but like it's not that. It just wasn't. I wasn't feeling contemporary. Like contemporary wasn't really suited for me. So then, like I started venturing out into dance. So I did acting before I did dance. I've always had my acting. Like acting is like my passion. Like that's where that's where people you can like feel people's emotions and stuff. Like I prefer the theatre instead of a movie because I've been to more theatre productions than movies. Theatre, you can see, you can feel everything if the actor's believable.
It's live.
It's live, fam. It's
Live.
sick. It's so sick. Like people don't see that part. Like I remember taking my friend out to the theatre and she was like, "Wow." I'm like, yeah, you're just seeing musicals, fam. Theatre's just not. It's not just about musicals. There's physical theatre. That's what I'm doing. Physical theatre is a mixture between movement and acting, where people are expressing through speech, but also through movement. So man could be like saying a whole monologue with my facial expression, but I'm moving how I'm feeling. Like that's what I live, bro. That's where I live. And with dance, I've been able to express my like emotions through movement even more. You feel me? And with that, I've like people have like, you know, noticed me more, and like it's been easier to portray messages. I'm really stressed. Like in Southend, like when I'm stressed, like when everything's on me, fam, I just go down to the beach and I'm just dancing, blood. Like that's my way of expression. I found it easier to express. Well then,
I'm recording, Ronnie.
You're different, man.
Go on.
I said the other day, innit? When you spread knowledge, yeah, and something, say you're dancing, and someone or something, yeah, gets in your way, it's not meant to be said. So obviously, what Jaheem was saying, it's not meant to be said, innit? It's not meant to be said.
Lord of His mercy.
It's all about expression, fam. It's all about expression.
So did you find it difficult getting into dance at the start?
Yeah, I mean like.
You're asking the questions now.
It's a habit.
Let's go.
I mean, like it was difficult. It was sick to watch, but like I don't know. It felt a bit difficult. But I remember when you guys were teaching me. Like before we were like practicing to do the solos for UDR.
Yeah.
And you were telling me just to go off feeling, fam. That's when I started getting into it. With the feeling, I was like, all right, the same feeling that I get when I'm acting, like surrendering to it, fam. I should just do that when I'm dancing.
Yeah.
So I started surrendering myself to it, like allowing myself to let my body go where it wants to go, fam. And that's how I've been able to release, fam.
Everyone, yeah, that's watching this, yeah, and you dance at home or anything, yeah, and you feel embarrassed to dance in front of other people, it's not to do with how you dance, and it's to do with your mindset. You need to be comfortable around the people that you're around so you can show them your talent. Otherwise, if you don't show them your talent, what you're going to do in life, you're going to be stuck behind the camera, stuck behind your phone, you're going to be shy. You don't want to be shy for the rest of your life, because what's the point of that? Then you lived your life shy. Like you just wasted your whole life being someone else when you could be yourself. You feel me? Make sure you be yourself.
Remember that meme that's been going around saying that some of you will wake up at 35 and realise that all you did was impress the internet. It's coming, fam.
Whoa.
It's coming.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, it's
That's
coming.
it, fam.
Whoa.
It's coming. It's coming.
I didn't even want to get there, but I'm gonna go there, innit? So basically,
It's coming, fam. It's coming.
Basically, there's this whole trend culture that's come out of the 2010s now. That it's like I'm not talking about trend dance specifically. I'm just talking about social media trends in it, following trends in order to get far on social media. So there's a lot of people that have built careers off of that. And there's a lot of people that are starting to build careers off of that. But we've seen it, and it's easy to do, but we've chosen not to do it, and it's made our lives harder now. But we're still doing what we're doing, innit? You get me? Like we're still doing hip hop. We're still doing our styles, and we're still posting our content. And it's not doing as good as the trends, but you know,
we don't post. Yeah, we don't post to get bare views. We post so that we can show people what we're doing. You feel me?
Exactly.
That's it. Because at the end of the day, everyone that's doing trends, you're just following someone.
Just
You
following
sheep, bro.
someone.
You're a sheep, fam.
We want to be the trendsetters, and it's gonna take a while to get to that point. It's gonna take, but we're ready to do that.
But with this journey that we're onto, like a lot of people need to understand that, like your life that you're living is all about self-discovery, my guy. Like, start discovering stuff about yourself, like experiment, try new things. Like it's all about self-discovery.
Yeah,
like a lot of people be doing, like you be getting all these views and that, but some of you man don't even know yourself. Some of you man don't even know what you like. Some of you man don't even know what you're doing. Sometimes you're just like, oh, bro. Sometimes you know when you just feel like. Some people get a shot of loneliness, fam. I don't even know who to go to, fam.
Yeah.
Like I know I could talk to you, man. I know I could cry to you, man. You feel me? A lot of people don't do that.
What?
That's not enough.
For everyone at home, innit? You get me? Do you feel comfortable telling your friends about your deepest, darkest secret? You feel me? That's what level you need to be at with your friends, because without that you ain't gonna have no comfortability with being around them at good times or bad times. You feel me? Because how you guys supposed to be comfortable with your friends without even telling them anything about yourself? You feel me?
Even your family.
You feel me?
Even yourself, man. Are you like? Do you have that will enough to even confess to yourself about what you're doing, fam?
You feel me? It took, bro. But the thing is, yeah, I'm speaking like this, but there was a time in my life where I never ever owned up to what I did. Everything that I did bad, I've never owned up to it. You feel me? And it took me a long time to realize that. Like I had to take myself out of myself to understand about myself. You feel me? And if you don't understand what I just said, it's because you don't understand me. You feel me? That's it. That's it. Because sometimes you have to take yourself out of your old mindset to understand, and in order to learn about yourself. You feel me? It might not seem like I'm making sense, but it's making sense to myself. You feel me?
I know how
but
to say it.
It's like you have to take yourself out of your own comfort in order to realize what you're doing. Because I was doing a lot of one time in my life, and some people are there watching. You know what I did, you feel me, and you know what I was doing. I had a really bad energy around myself, you feel me. I was speaking about different people, but I didn't know that within myself. So it took me a long time to realize that, and I changed myself for the better. Now I'm on a bigger path. That's what I had to do. So don't ever be that person that's gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna stay like this forever. Make sure you look after yourself as well, you feel me? And make sure you own up to what you do, because if you don't own up, then people are gonna end up separating from you and not gonna wanna be around you feel me? So it's one of them ones, fam.
Just to be a bit like, to be a bit clearer, just like, so he's saying be retrospective basically. So look back on what you've done. Look back on what you've done with the new mindset that you have, because now you may have gotten through things, but actually look back on it like, did I do that right? Did I do this right? Like, look back on what you've done. Never be afraid to look back on the past, but don't go back to the past. If that makes sense.
Basically, give some constructive criticism to yourself.
Exactly.
Have no regrets. The last thing you want to do is be regretting everything.
As soon as you start regretting, fam, you know your life is messy, because you're going to be regretting that every single day and having a distraction in your head. That's going to happen. It's going to distract you from your future, distract you from your goal.
We've all been through them times.
Blood, I lost my mum, you feel me? That was the biggest distraction in my head. You feel me? I used to wake up every day not knowing that my mum was not downstairs, fam, you get me? I had to get through that every single day. I'm still going through that now, you feel me? I still wake up and cry like, yo, I want my mum's breakfast right now, but I can't get that. And I learned that, you feel me? Now I have to go every day by myself and with my family, but I still understand that my mum's energies are around me, and she's still looking at me, fam, you get me? I've been in so much situations after my mum died that I could have got killed, you feel me? But I know my mum's around me, so I can walk so comfortable down the street now, you feel me? Obviously, shout out to Spot Brook, innit? That's what I'm
Oh man,
I lost my friend at 14 as well, and the last thing I want to do is like give up, because like if I give up, I know she's finna get out of that grave and she's finna haunt me, bro. Exactly, but you know, you need to let them rest in peace, fam. Let them know that, like, yo,
words
that
that
dream,
you're good.
Let them know that you're alright, basically.
Exactly, fam.
Let
You're
them know
gonna
that you're
carry
doing
on.
your thing.
Carry on, fam. Like, I'll meet you in the next world, innit? Don't worry about that.
Words.
Got any more questions?
So you man just shout out your socials and just tell them what's upcoming from you guys and stuff.
Obviously, I want to do some couple shout outs in it because they're not here. Shout out to Ruben. You get me?
Shout out to Ruben.
Shout out to Ruben. Shout out to Shams, innit? You get me?
Shema.
Shout out to Savage. You get me? I talked about you a lot. Shout out to Ice. Shout out to KODE. You feel me? Shout out to UPG because they're brum as well. I don't know why.
UPG's hard.
Obviously, shout out to UPG in it. Who else?
Just
shout out to Anya.
Shout out to Morgan.
Shout out to Morgan.
Yeah, man. Just shout out to Birmingham.
Shout out to Birmingham. Shout out to Isaac. You feel me? For letting us have this opportunity to speak in it. You feel me? Obviously, shout out to him because without this opportunity, you wouldn't have heard us. You feel me? And he's doing a very good thing, fam. You feel me? This what he's doing. You need to pay attention.
He's capturing.
Shout out to my family, bloods.
Words.
My mom.
Why are you doing Wakanda forever?
Because bloods. Shout out to my family, but my brother, all my siblings, you guys know. My mom, you know. Shout out to all of them.
R.I.P. Mama's in.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the family for letting you use the room and that. You get me? It's a nice little space. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to Shin as well. Shout out to Shin because he's been helping us a lot recently. Fam, you get me?
Still.
And our socials, BDK officials. That's our group page.
Me, I'm just Jaheem Pinder.
Yeah.
It'll be right there. Nanso.
Nanso.me. Yeah, that's my Insta.
Little Zin with 4 N's or 3. I don't know. One of them doing it on Instagram.
That's what it's like 4 ends.
Look out.
4 N's or 3, fam.
Look out for Project Future as well.
Project Future.
Yeah. It's gonna be a while till we get filming, but it's gonna come though. Next year, you see Project Future, yeah.
It's called Future for a reason.
It's called Future for a reason. Project Future's gonna be mad. Yeah, man. Cover Union.
Cover Union. Shout out to Warsaw, man.
Shout out to East 15. I go to East 15 acting drama school.
Shout out to Bronze Dynasty for making us.
Shout out to Chris, man.
Shout out to Chris, man.
I feel like we could
Shout out to Zainab, man.
I feel like we could have gone a whole hour.
Shout-outs and that.
Yeah, nigga started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Boys tell stories about the man. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry, yeah, I got it, nigga. I can turn your boy into the man. There ain't really much out here that's popping off without us, nigga. We just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me, give a fuck about you, nigga. Just as a reminder to myself.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Mars, or you can call me Mars One Up. That's my rap name.
Aye, slow poke. You're a clown, ha, but there's no joke. You're in Selfridge is gonna go broke. I don't fuck with white tints cause I don't smoke coke. I'm mad, I just hit a go.